Guys, I have never grew up with social media. Like, my entire childhood was played out just about as good as it gets. And you guys don't understand how huge that is. It's huge. Compared to the kids you see today that are young, their minds are fundamentally fucked. And it's bad, bruh. Even a few of my friends that are a bit older than me, that have a couple of kids, I go to visit the odd time. Not too often, the odd time. This guy's daughters, very young, with iPads, full, huge, these big iPads in their hands. And their face is just engraved in it, imprinted. You can tell their whole brain is just invested in this. They don't care about nothing that's going on around them, which is actual reality. Their whole head is just laser focused in this iPad. And this is a generation of children that are coming to Earth. And even the young kids that are, let's say, 4 or 5 plus years younger than me, it's not so good. Not so good. I've never had social media. Social media really did not even exist in my life until I was like 18. I had Facebook at the age of probably 16, but it was nothing. Like, it's not even something we used. And everyone's actually invested in and on all the time. It was like there. None of that mattered. Social media wasn't even a thing when I was like 16. Like, it wasn't. So my entire life was built fundamentally the right way. Living life to the fullest. Doing fun things in real life. Doing what young male kids should do. Doing what young boys should do. Roughhousing with one another, playing sports with each other, climbing trees and jumping from tree to tree, and going on these bike rides and jumping ramps and ditches and swimming across channels, doing crazy shit. The kids today, bro, they ain't built like I was built. We're on the ground doing tons of push-ups. That's because we did not have devices. And that's still to this day what my identity is built like. There's just not a lot of people that are like me. There's too many people lost in the sauce. Way too hard. They don't want to go to the woods and chop trees. They don't want to do nothing fun. It's ridiculous what this world has come to. I shouldn't even say what this world has come to. What the world is coming to. Because it's about to get a lot worse. Like, it's pretty bad right now. It's about to get a lot worse. And I genuinely believe this is why everybody's fucked up. Because their identity was based off of social media. Their whole head is just stuck in that device. They didn't do enough in real life. They didn't play enough team sports. They didn't live in the moment. They didn't roughhouse with friends. In today's day and age, bro, younger kids, they can't even poke each other on the arm without crying, "Meh, don't touch me." It's ridiculous. We used to just wrestle hard. Put on hockey helmets and gloves. Smack the head off each other. Play sports, we're playing rough. Play ball hockey, we had ball hockey fights. We're pulling each other's shirts over each other's heads, we're wrestling, we're hip tossing each other in the ditch. That's what it used to be like. They don't build them like this no more. And you guys, and we all, are seeing it in real time. The effects. People's minds are engraved in things that it should not be engraved in. There's not enough good information out there. There's a lot. There's a lot of good information, not enough. There's too much trashy stuff. And that's what too many people are focused on. Too many people have too many bad things playing that they're seeing. They're not seeing what they should see. They're not seeing truth. And if you guys notice, all the truth channels are being attacked because they want to keep the world weak. They want everybody to be effed up. Andrew Tate and his brother, they're locked up right now because they told the world water was wet. Oh my goodness. And that's why they're locked up, because they told the world water's wet. And here we're going to have some smart ass in the comments. He's a sex pedophile, he's a sex offender, he's a sex trafficker. Where's the proof? Right. There is none, because there is no proof, because it doesn't exist. They're violating him right now. They're violating his human rights. That's not true. There's actually proof of the girls who said this about him that were roaming around free in his house, coming and leaving. The camera showed it. These girls were freer than free. They lied on his name because he would not give them more clout than they wanted. These girls wanted him to blow them up. This girl wanted Andrew to blow her up because she wanted him to do things he did not want to do. He wanted him to do things in videos. He wanted to do things. She wanted him to do things she wanted him to do, and the fact that he wouldn't. Look what she did. And even before that, they shut him down because he talks truth. Because they want the world to be weak. They don't want human being. Could you imagine how crazy the world would be if everybody had the mindset of people like Andrew Tate, people like me, people like other people in the red pill community? I don't really consider myself in the red pill community. I don't really know what I consider myself. Just, I don't want to put no words on it really. Just, we do what we do. And I get the red pill, like, it's about truth. There's just certain things about it that I don't know. But anyways, that's another topic of discussion. The world would be crazy, bro, if everybody was as strong as they should be. It would be. That's why they don't want it to happen. They want to keep people weak. They want to keep people led astray. They want to keep people robots. They don't want people in their power. The more in your power you are, the more you are hated by society and your peers around you. The more confident I am walking through those gym doors, the more the guy at the gym doors that's working don't even like me for no reason. And a bunch of people in the gym as well. But the real ones do. The ones that are putting in the most work do. It's all the cowards. It's all the weaklings. They don't want you to be strong. They don't want you to be mentally more fit. More fit in mind, body, and soul. They don't want you to be elevated. They don't want you to be strong and powerful and confident, living your best life. They want you to be on drugs. They want you to be distracted. They want you in things that you should not be in. They want you in the matrix. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to have your rights. They want to strip that all from you. That's what they would rather. And you know, a lot of people my age, bro, they're built different, I'm not going to lie. Like, even a lot of friends I had from the past that were exactly my age. Which I'm cool with some of them. Some of them not, some of them yes. And we don't even really talk today, but if we ever see each other, it's completely cool. They're also built different. We grew up with certain things and did certain things that young kids today do not do. If you look at kids today that are the age they're at, and if you were to look at us at our age at that time, we would obliterate and crush those kids, bro. Like, I'm telling you right now, the kids that used to be in grade 5, 6-ish in elementary school would put it on people today that are in junior high, high school-ish. And I'm not even joking. That's how bad it is. Because we were built different. We were lighting each other on fire and everything else, bro. And it's not like we did that on purpose. We didn't do that one on purpose, but it happened. I watched one of my first cousins light up one of my other first cousins on fire like a Christmas tree. We had a little fire going, and we had a whole gallon of gas. More than a gallon. One of my cousins stands next to the fire. My other cousin goes and takes the gas and pours it like that right in the fucking fire. And it just shot right up his body, and he was lit up like a Christmas tree. I was young. And I was terrified. But that's one example of stuff we saw in the past. Stuff we did. Things that have happened. And I was terrified. I thought he was going to die. 100% I thought he was dead. His whole body was lit up. It wasn't just a little bit of fire in his clothes. He had severe burns. Severe. He stripped off every bit of his clothes, besides his underwear. Rolling around and everything else, just bawling and crying. And it was crazy. It was nuts. That stuff does not happen today. And that's just something, one of the crazy things out of a whole bunch of things that has happened. But you don't see stuff like that happening today. People ain't doing crazy wild shit. And you know, there's good things about social media. It's good that we can be in contact with so many people around the world. It's good that we can meet like-minded people around the world. But it's not good to be raised off of social media. It's not good to not have a good connection with your parents. It's not good to be a young 5 or 6-year-old girl or even a guy. Just, your head is just in your iPad, seeing things around the world you probably shouldn't even be seeing. Believing everything you see, thinking all these things are true and it's right. It messes up your perception of reality. It should be illegal for kids to have devices. Like, literally. They shouldn't have them. You should at least have to be like 12 or 13 years old before you can even get a device at all. Why does a kid need a phone when they're going to be with their parents or an adult at all times? They don't need a damn phone. They don't. Bro. There's people in like grade 1, 2, 3 with phones. These smartphones. When I was in grade 6, my first girlfriend would call me on my house phone. My parents would pick up. And then I'd get the phone. And I'd be talking to her on the house phone. From her house phone to mine. Now it's different. I had my first cell phone and it was like this shitty flip phone with no apps, with just text, in like grade 8. Grade 8. First phone, literally in grade 8. It ain't like that no more. And that's not no smartphone either. But this is the world that's coming. They honestly should set stricter rules so the youth that is coming into the world is not destroyed. I think it'd be a good idea. I don't know about you guys, but I think it'd be a good idea. There should be an age limit on phones. There should be an age limit on what you can see. They don't need a damn phone, bro. There's just things you can do on a phone that you should not be able to do. Develop yourself as a young chap. Off a phone. Live real life. See things in real time. Have real communication right in front of you. Have your friends over. Have fun. But that's not what's happening. And even if youngsters do have each other over, they're all on each other's phones, ignoring each other. It's so stupid. And we wonder why everyone's effed up. Even people that are 19, 20, 21, 22 years old today, it's not looking so good. The thing is, bro, they're not going to become who they should become. That's the problem. Their identities are so warped that they're not going to dig deep and become the man or woman they're actually supposed to become. The world is just continuously making it easier and easier and easier, and human beings are becoming lesser and lesser and lesser. There's some of us that are the last of a dying breed. And I'm one of them. I can't speak for nobody else, but I know for a fact I'm one of them. I don't like a bunch of these new apps. I don't like Snapchat. I don't like none of that. I'm definitely not using the apps to just scroll and watch what everyone else is doing and all this bullshit. Unless it's good. It better be motivational. It better be something you can see that you can learn from. It better be. Because there's so much toxic garbage. Just stupidity. And that's what the youth is getting into. They think everything they see is the truth. It's corrupting minds. And they're not developing with real life experience, with real truth, with real work ethic, with real hardships. It's very important for a human being to experience those things. We used to be rough on each other, bro. We experienced real hardships. Real hardships. And as we keep going, we continue to develop into the adults we should be by experiencing hardships, by doing the hard work, by doing what we don't even feel like doing. But today's world, it's not going to be that way. They're going to do just enough. Where's my drink? Where's my drink? Where's my pina colada? Some weak shit, boy. People think they deserve to party all the time and just be sloths. If you want to put a drink in your mouth, you better be ready to work the next day. That's the problem. People just want to party. People don't want to be disciplined. People don't want to become the people they're supposed to become. We're going to have lesser people as human beings. I don't mean lesser in population. I mean, as human beings, they're lesser than what they could have been. Lesser attractive in all ways. That's why it's easy to win today. Look what's coming. The hardest workers is ahead of us, bro. The hardest workers is ahead of us, and right now, what's coming is not good. So by the time what's coming is in the position we're in now, we're going to be further ahead and much more advanced. And there might be a few of these people who can break through. If they're smart enough, hard working enough, destined enough, want it bad enough, did the right things enough. But there's going to be much more lesser successful people because of how the world has turned, because of what has happened. All this bullshit that goes on today, I don't even want to name half the shit I could right now. So much bullshit. But what we gotta do is continue to preach the truth, continue to lead by the right example, continue to piss people off, because regardless, we're gonna do it. We're gonna piss people off by working hard, by being ourselves, by speaking the truth. And a lot of these people ain't gonna like it. And this is my take on why the world is so effed up. And I think it's facts. We can say it's my opinion, but if you open your eyes, you'll realize it's quite literally facts. It's gonna be real shit only in my world, but anything less, unacceptable. All the people that's gonna be in my circle, close to me, we're gonna be doing the right things. We're going to be living better. We're going to be in better mindsets and mind states. Feeling way better than these people. These people don't even feel good, bruh. They have all these addictions. They're vaping. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're going crazy. They're weak. They don't want to be strong. They don't want to be successful. They can't even believe in themselves, bro. That's how far behind they are. They can't even believe in themselves. That's how far behind they are. I always believed in myself. As far as I can remember. When I was a kid, all the way through, even when I was doing degenerate things as a teenager, when I got into partying a little bit, because you get in that stage in high school where everybody starts to have a few drinks and you're partying with your boys and the girls and you're experiencing new things. You're experiencing S3X for the first time. You're doing all these crazy things, right? Even then, even when I'd try a dart at a party, a cigarette at a party, and everyone's doing it and whatever, I still knew I was destined. Still knew that's not who I was. Still knew I was going to be motivated, dedicated, disciplined going forward in life and become who I'm supposed to become. People today, bro, you don't hear them talking about, I'm going to be successful. You don't even hear it out of their mouths because they don't even believe it. Because they're not going to be it. That's what I'm saying, bro. They ain't cut from the same cloth. They don't want it. They ain't going to get it. Their minds are mangled. They can't break the barriers. So yeah, we are cut from a different cloth. And it feels damn good. That's why so many people envy us. Keep being that way. Keep envying us. Oh yeah, I'm getting surgery in like a month too. Full-fledged. Put me under. Smash my shit up. Just make sure I'm going to tell the doctors when I'm about to go under. I'm going to tell the doctors. Make sure two things. Make sure I don't die. Make sure I wake up. Not in excruciating pain. Those two things. I'll take care of the rest. I just don't want to wake up. Which I don't think I will. Not supposed to. But those two things, just don't let happen.